Cam Fam! Hello from your beach buddies who are now in the city.
Wow.
That's right. You will find out soon enough why we are in the city after I make sure that you're already subscribed to my channel and you've clicked on that bell button so you're always notified whenever I new videos like this one. Okay, so for today, we are back in the city for some errands that Yoni and I have to run. I have some stuff for work that I have to pick up from the house that I personally have to check. And then we're gonna go around to look for some potential suppliers for hashtag #POROUS. So I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but we've already awarded our kitchen. And we're still on the lookout for our walk-in closets, for the service area, for the laundry room and all that. So that is all slowly coming in. But for today's agenda is to look for our tile suppliers for various areas of the house, because tiles, like cabinet suppliers naman, it can take time, especially if you're ordering from international brands that come from Europe. They take more time. Also, the challenges that the pandemic has posed, all the deliveries all around the world are also postponed. So it takes even longer than the usual time. Before, when I was picking out tiles for my parents' home, it usually took around 3 to 4 months, but we did have some suppliers who got even more delayed as well. So that was pre-COVID pa, so all the more now. And if we really am serious about having a June, July turnover, then we have to start looking for tiles. So sir, how many tile stores are we going to look at today?
We are gonna look at quite a few.
We're gonna look at two.
Two.
We're gonna look at two. We already have our references, like what kind of tiles we're looking for. But of course, you don't know what these stores have, and also depends on the price still. So this can also easily change. So that's why we're going in with an open mind and an open heart. And I will bring you guys with me so that you can also envision for yourself what the #POROUS tiles will look like in the future. Also, fair warning, if you keep seeing this all throughout the vlog, it's because I have a pimple patch there that I popped last night. So still letting it heal, so don't mind it and focus on the tiles. Okay, so we're already at the first tile store that we're checking out, and let's go in. Important tile of #POROUS, which is the main tile. So there's a lot of different options, but we're really going for something natural. So we're just basing it off of these photos first, and then we'll look at these tiles. So these are really pretty good. They're not light gray, but we're not opposed to the color. And these are like a different version. So these are called bruised stone. It's a bit more textured. Much more textured than what Yoni and I are looking for. But I love that it's very matte and also like very natural looking. Like all these are super natural looking. It doesn't feel like they're tiles for the clinic. But this we really love. This one though, I've realized, because it's ivory, looks really good for the master's bathroom. It's a concrete look as well, which we really want. And so this one seems to be the way to our hearts, though we're going back to this all the time. Yoni likes it because he thinks that the little like designs here, even though it's a light colored tile, it already kind of, what did you say?
It hides the dirt.
Already kind of hides the dirt. Like certain footsteps of Penelope, Pixie, and Noodle, and
Haba.
Yeah, Haba's dirty footprints. And now we're choosing for our master's bathroom. So this is a nice creamy color. But we now realize that it's actually not far from the main tile that we chose for our common area. And then in the master's, there's like a nice accent wall, and I wanted like a shade darker for the accent wall. And it'll just be cut into smaller vertical pieces. So all these tiles are different sizes, different cuts that you can choose from. So yeah, so far a good option. We'll keep looking. Now we're choosing options for Sienna's bathroom. So I wanted something that kind of looks like travertine. So this is the matte version and this one's the glossy version. Matte and glossy. So I really like this matte version. This is the floor tile that I chose for Sienna. It's going to be in a smaller cut though, not this cut, because her bathroom isn't so big. So if the space isn't so big, you want it to be smaller cuts. And then for the wall, I wanted something a bit more glossy. So this is a nice glossy subway finish. Cute. Okay, now looking at it, daylight, this matte version is so much nicer. I might go for the matte ones for the wall. Because this is the glossy version. I think we like this matte version more for Sena's bathroom. Okay, now for the guest room, bathroom. We really love this. We're gonna combine both. So this is gonna be the wall and this is gonna be the floor. We're gonna do like very thin cuts for the wall and then bigger cuts for the floor. Super pretty, but we're not really sure if it's available because it's an older design, but they do have a newer version of this, so hopefully it's sort of the same shade. But this is the fastest decision that we made out of all the tiles. Okay, so this time we're looking for unborn child's bathroom, and this for the first. Wanted something light gray, but we're not so sold on these because we find them a bit messy. We wanted something cleaner. So these are the options they showed us, which is perfect. We like this one, cool gray. So that's for the floor. Of course, not in that cut. We're just looking at the swatches. And then we're gonna mix it with an accent wall in white. So probably this one, which is white. Okay, so we just finished our first appointment and now on to the second one. This is a pretty big brand. They have like a lot of different stuff, so not just tiles but also stones and marbles and stuff like that.
I'm
so
kind
yeah,
of useless here, so I'm overweight because my head is cut.
so yeah, on to more tile shopping. These are really nice matte finishes. We found a potential tile, but the light is too warm, so we're now bringing it onto the street. Oh yeah, super nice in this light. So that's a tip for you guys. You need to see it in daylight. Okay, so now we're choosing our quartz, and this one has been the winner because we're really looking for quartz that doesn't have a lot of veins because we want like a clean look, but it's for a kitchen. And I was interviewing them and they say quartz talaga is the best though because it's the most suitable for the kitchen as opposed to, let's say, granite, which is highly stainable daw. And then marble naman can't really...
Two porous.
Yeah, two porous. Marble is two porous. Yes. And so this is our chosen quartz. It's beautiful. Okay, so we just finished shopping for our, well, not really shopping, but shortlisting our tile selection. There's still so much to do. There are still some areas that we don't have tiles for just because we weren't ready for them yet. Like we forgot that we still needed tiles for our bathroom by the pool or like our service area. So yeah, it's gonna be a mix. Like we really want to mix some high-low tiles. I feel like that's one of the tips that I can share with you guys. Like for example, for the areas where it's more of like a showcase area where you'll be entertaining guests, or for example you'll be using it a lot, then for sure go for the more high-end like Italian tiles. But let's say for example if it's for, let's say, the laundry area or the service area, then I would choose the more affordable tiles because these
Italian tiles are expensive.
Because Italian tiles are expensive AF. So yeah, so it's really a mix. Like even when I was choosing tiles for my parents, it was really a mix. Like for the garage, we chose like China tiles. For the driver's bathroom, we chose China tiles, stuff like that. So yeah, and then I shared with you guys like how to choose different types of countertops. There's a lot of different options that you can have. Of course, a lot of people think that, for example, like marble, it's probably the best for it, but it's seldomly used in real life because it's highly porous. So it's not really recommended to use for areas where, you know, you'll be spilling water a lot. So that's the kitchen, so you don't want to use that. Or for example, for the bathroom, it's very high maintenance if you want to go for marble in these areas. So that's why you'd want to go for quartz. Or there's also such a thing called sintered stone, which is actually more expensive than quartz. It's synthetic though, but it can give you the look of marble and stuff like that, but it's highly durable. So we've already chosen our quartz. We're still not decided. We might still consider sintered stone. For the bathrooms, countertops, we're still thinking like, are we gonna go for quartz? Are we gonna go for synthetic stone? Synthetic stone naman isn't as expensive as quartz or sintered stone. It's synthetic, so it makes use of acrylic, resin. What's nice about it is that when you use it, there's no cut. Like it's completely continuous, so you won't see, like, let's say if you go from the countertop all the way to the backsplash, there's no cut whatsoever. If you use a quartz, then there will be cuts. The downside to this though, it's not as heat resistant, but then you can still put your curling iron. I asked them about that. You just can't put, let's say, a hot pot on it like that came straight out of the stove. So yeah, it's something that we would like to explore as well, maybe for bathrooms. But let me know if you guys have any experience here. Like, are you using sintered stone? Are you using synthetic stone? Are you using quartz? I mean, quartz is always the go-to of most people. So yeah, you might be wondering why we're already searching for all these finishings this early. It's because with how the tiles are right now, the lead times are insane. Actually, with anything, like with furniture, with anything home related, but actually anyone who imports, there's so much delivery delays nowadays that you really have to be preparing so early. We're actually already cutting it so close, but hopefully they'll make it in time. Most lead times are around 4 or 5 months right now. Before, when I was shopping, it was around, like pre-COVID, usually it was around 3 to 4 months, and yet there are still unexpected delays that happen. So what more now? Fingers crossed. If we don't move in on time, you know why. It's because of these delays. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us during our tile shopping. It'll be exciting to see what we'll finally end up with. I'll be sharing with you guys like where we get all these stuff, like the final winners on the succeeding Kokoro House episodes. Bye, Cam Fam! Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a comment below and give us a thumbs up.